This segment brought to you by Santa Fe Trail Meats in Overbrook. Let us help feed your family.
Welcome back. Now let's see what Kyle and Duane are up to today on Plain Talk.
Hi, this is Kyle Bauer with Plain Talk, with the guy who always says there's a cost in being who we are and what we are and how we are, Duane Toews.
Yeah, and some of us ain't got a bank account big enough.
It's going to, every day I pay that lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the nice thing about doing television and radio on this show is when everything really goes south, it makes good show material.
Yeah, there's plenty to talk about.
There's plenty to talk about when it's like, oh my.
Yeah.
You know, I have found, in all seriousness, though, maybe it's just my age, that I just don't care as much as I used to, but because of that attitude to make good show material, I maybe go a little further than I would have before.
Not quite as
and
risk-averse.
You know what? Most of the time, it works out pretty good. Not as much good show material as I'd have liked.
If you're into taking a risk, I have a little plan that'll make us both financially well-to-do.
Okay.
Your fact or fiction question of the day. If you were to drill to the core of this little planet we live on called Earth,
all right,
there's enough gold there, if extracted, would cover all land areas on the surface with gold 6 feet deep.
Well, number one, if that were true, gold wouldn't be very valuable. 6 feet deep on all the land area.
Land area.
Of course, the land area, can I look up at the map?
No.
Come on.
That big world map on the wall. You know what the land area is. It's about a third.
About a third.
It's about a third.
So 2/3 wouldn't have any on it. I've heard there's just a whole boatload, maybe 2 boatloads of gold just in the ocean. 6 foot deep. Sure, why not? Let's go true.
Yeah, it's false.
Oh, how, 6 inches?
Up to your knee.
Up to my knee. Well, my knee's different than your knee.
But you got 6 foot tall knees? All
No,
depends.
I don't. Even if I round up.
If I'm standing on my head, my knees are
about 4 feet.
Still not 6 feet.
Yeah, no. You know, you'd kind of suckered me in because you had so many facts in a row that I got lulled into.
I had to come up with something.
I know.
I don't lie as good as I used to.
Yeah, you've been married too long.
I don't know if that's what it is or not.
You used to try harder, maybe.
Yeah.
Now you don't even try.
I know some people that have been through or the home isolation or what through the whole pandemic that the globe was dealing with at one point or another. And there was a bit of a tongue-in-cheek about making sure if you're going to be home quarantined, to make sure you better hope you picked your partner right.
So let's say you've been married like 40 years like me.
Yeah.
You know, I think by now
you're pretty well. Pretty well invested at this point.
Well,
I'm not going to go out and run out and get a different one.
Yeah, well, there's people do, but it's like, just seems like a really bad idea to me.
It's a lot. It'd be a lot of work, I guess.
Well, that's just it. It'd be a lot of work.
And you're 40 years in. I mean, you kind of know what's expected.
Yeah, I mean, and by now she's surely got her expectations low enough.
They've been hammered
down. It's like,
far enough.
just stop expecting anything but mediocre at best.
Yeah,
and then you'll probably get along just fine.
Oh,
so was that in your vows and when you got married about expectations?
No, there were no expectations.
No.
In the
well,
vows.
Not even love, honor, and cherish.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's kind of an. Oh, that one slipped your mind.
Well,
after all
I didn't
these
mean
years.
like expectations of what you would maybe do around the house or something like that.
Oh, it's like love,
Chores.
honor, cherish, dust, and vacuum.
Yeah. Do the cooking, the cleaning, the washing, take care of the pets. Yeah. No, that wasn't in our vows, but the other part of them that everybody has in there, that part's probably harder to accomplish, and for some, it's harder to make sure that they accomplish all of those. And I really have no idea where I'm going with that, and you're going to leave me hanging.
Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Jamie Bloom, and I hope you enjoyed today's show. See you next week on Farm Factor.
Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com.